The second portion of our scavenger hunt deals with achievement and gap. So the way that you will get to those portions is we're going to go into the school report card, go to accountability. Once you're in accountability, then you're going to go to learners. And these are the two tabs that we're going to be dwelling in the most for this particular section. So under achievement, you're going to see each of our accountability achievement scores. So we have reading, we have math, we have science, social studies, writing, and language mechanics. Reading comes from our English EOC A, and then math comes from Algebra 2, science comes from biology, social studies comes from US history, writing comes from on demand, and language mechanics comes from a subscore on the ACT. So that is where you're going to get your different pieces. Now the things that you're going to be looking for, we're going to be looking at percent bonus, how we get bonus, how is it calculated, and we're also going to be looking at this percent novice. So those are the main areas that you're going to be looking. Some have bonus, some don't have bonus. Those are the main things that you're going to be working through in this section. The other piece that we're going to be using is gap, and in gap you're divided into two sections: non-duplicated gap group and the novice reduction piece. Novice reduction, if you take a look at that, we have 7 different categories. In our novice reduction, we have African American, Hispanic, American Indian or Alaska Native, English learners, free and reduced, disability, and gap group. Now, this gap group non-duplicated means that every student that is in one of these 6 categories is also listed in the gap group. So, but they're only listed in the gap group one time. Now, if you notice, we don't have any information for African American. The reason is that we do not have enough students in that demographic group to have it count as a separate category. However, if you have an African American named Bob, and Bob doesn't have his own category here because there's not enough students, Bob is still listed in the gap group down here. Another piece is if you have a English learner that is on free and reduced and has an IEP, that English learner will be counted in the free and reduced, will be counted in the disability with IEP, and will be counted in the gap group one time. So that one student, their scores won't be counted for English learners simply because there's not enough. However, they will be counted in these other 3 groups. Over here it tells you how many points we got by content area. This novice reduction piece comes from reading, is coming from, again, your English 2 EOC. Math is coming from Algebra 2 EOC. Down here you can tell we got 100 points, we got 94.4 points. It's a percent of target met, but that will add together to give us our 64.8 points. And in reading here, we did not get any points. So those are some pieces that you're going to take a deeper look at.